Alright, on to number 2, and I am playing the Enter the Dracomancer, because that's another terrible deck, and the terrible deck seems to have been working well for me so far. This deck relies around having dragons, and having token creatures which you devour with your dragons to make them powerful. Scarily powerful. Power! More power! But yeah, that deck from the last game just completely betrayed him. Alright, so I've got a Mountain and Expanse. Dragon Speaker Shaman, that's a good card to have at the start. The rest of these aren't that great, but starting with 3 mana and a Dragon Speaker Shaman is quite useful. These things are kind of vital because they cost 2 less to get. A water deck? Alright, that doesn't mean much. Pan has every water deck apart from Dodge and Burn, so... Forest, alright. Well, always play the Terramorphic Expanse first. Just because. Because you very rarely have a first turn play, and Terramorphic Expanse, if you use it later on, the card comes out tapped, and it's not a good idea, so they're always generally a first turn opener. Alright, so that's 2 water. He might be using Jace's deck. Jace's deck in this game is very different. Jace's deck in this game is all about illusions, and it's a very fast deck, whereas Jace's deck is complete. I much prefer Duels Planeswalkers 2013's Jace's deck. In fact, I much prefer most of the decks from Duels Planeswalkers 2013, because these decks here are a lot more, I don't know, they're just not as, I'm not going to say not as impactful, but Alright, I can get out a Dragon Speaker Shaman already, that's nice. Uh-oh, Counterspell. Damn it, didn't think about that. Yeah, they just... I don't know, it's just these decks they're very different. They're not as gimmicky, I guess. They're not as gimmicky. Despite the fact that there's still a lot of gimmick, but... Alright, so here's one. Fanciful Dragon. 5/5 with flying. The power of a Jace deck, I tell you. Another land, alright. Well, this allows me to play this thing. Then it allows me to do this. I've targeted it, so it instantly dies. Otherwise, that would have really just not worked. See? That's what an illusion does. When they become the target of a spell or ability, they must be sacrificed. Which is, I guess, some way to balance it out. It makes Fire Wave, for example, the Chandra's deck, very powerful against it. Alright, but now he's got 5 mana. But Jace's deck generally revolves around killing people quickly, but I know Pan likes to have his high level cards here. Maybe he's just kept all his high ones. I'm still not drawing creatures, oh my god. This is a problem, guys, this is a problem. Alright, well at least I can play this for later on. Oh, it's the... Oh, okay. I'm perfectly okay with him wasting a counterspell on that since I have no dragons yet. I mean, later on, not having that might bite me in the ass, but I'd much rather him counter that than counter any dragon spells I might have later. I've got this, though. +3/+3 and double strike, so I could do 8 damage in 1 hit if I wanted to for 1 turn, which would be awesome, yeah. Alright. A 2/2 right there. I got 2 cards left in his hand, though. I'm not going to use Soul's Fire on this thing. Especially since it's an instant, so there's no reason for me to need to play it on this turn. I'm just going to let him keep that bear, because that's only a 2/2, whereas he could summon like some really scary stuff more. Alright, another bear he drew? Alright. You see, this is why Jace's deck is supposed to be, you know, rushy. A 2/2 for 1 is really strong. Let's keep blocking. Really wish I'd draw some dragons though, I've got plenty of mana. As I said, I've got plenty of mana, thanks game. Cultivate! Yes! It allows me to put 1 mana onto the battlefield and 1 mana into my hand. Meaning, yay, more mana. The good part about that, though, of course, is that because I'm playing mana, I've got less mana in my deck. So there's less chance of me drawing mana. But I do know for a fact I've got like 3 of those in my deck, so... Alright, I think Pan must have like a 7-costing creature or more counter spells. But interesting that he'd attack me with both and leave himself open to be attacked. But I guess he wants to try and rush me down a bit before I get some dragons out, which makes complete sense. Another Dragon Speaker Shaman, god damn it, game. Well, let's let him counter this, I guess. Alright. Don't then. Ugh. See if I care. I really would like some dragons, you know, some actual meaning for the deck of Enter the Dragons. Oh, by the way, yeah, there's titles right here. He's an he decided to call himself the Impaler. I'm the Master of the Plains. You get those by unlocking stuff. Impaler, I think, is for killing like 100 people or something, 100 creatures or something like that. Master of the Plains is for completing the campaign, but I prefer Master of the Plains to Impaler. He's really trying to rush me down here. Alright, I'm just going to let this attack go through. And then if he still does nothing next time, then I'm gonna... Alright, this thing isn't a dragon, but at least it's something. Alright, now he's gonna counter it. The main purpose of this thing is to get you more mana, but... Damn it. Yeah, counter spells it with the Draining Whelp, which makes it 7/7. It's an illusion, but it doesn't have the illusion's abilities of become a target, sacrifice it. This is annoying because it's 7/7 with flying, so I could kill any dragon I've got, basically. Which really sucks. Oh wait, he can block with this. Derp. Derp, derp, derp. That was really dumb of me. Seriously though, I've got nothing but mana. I haven't even seen any of my dragons this game. Uh-oh. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, he gains control of he can gain control of one of my creatures. Which is just evil. So even if I had dragons right now, it'd still be terrible. Another land, great. Well, I'll play my 1 card. Turn it into a 4/4, yes! It's not even like I've got terrible cards in this deck at all, I've got some really good ones. I've also got some really low cost cards and some really high cost cards. All I got was my double blinking Dragon Speaker Shamans though, which sucks. Mind controlling it just cause. How cute. Much cutes I loves. Hilarious pans. I do prefer Magic the Gathering Duels Planeswalkers 2013's death animation though, where the screen cracks. So yeah. Well, Game 3 guys, we can do this. Game 3, let's go. Let's go guys, Game 3, let's go.